What's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. So I gave you guys two picks yesterday, which was the Yankees on the -1.5. I told you you can also take them on the money line. Then Schlittler, he actually got shelled, so they hit 4 runs off of him. He was only supposed to allow 1 run, or I'm sorry, 2 runs ERA, but he ended up getting shelled. So he got 4 runs against him, and then they just ended up losing the game. And we also had the Brewers, and they ended up winning like 8-3 or something like that. So another 1-1 day. We were on a 4-day winning streak. Then we went 1-1 2 days ago, and then 1-1 yesterday. I have a few plays here I'm going to show you. Actually, there's about 5 games that I want to go through, and I got backed up here because I was doing stock trading, and there's a lot of market manipulation and stuff like that. So I got delayed. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to actually run through the information as I have it. And like I said, I have not put in these plays right here. I do have a bunch of no-run first innings that are already going to be inside the VIP already. But the plays that I'm actually looking at, like I said, is 5 different teams that I'm going to go through right now. So you can see how I do the research. All right, let's see what's up here. Let me look at the comments, and then we can get started. What's up, Scott? What's up, man? Good morning. All right, cool. Let's get started here. So I'm gonna look at this like if you were on your cell phone, so you can see how this looks on a cell phone. If you don't have access to this, you can get it on the link in the description for 7 days for free. Plus, you get the Discord as well. Okay. So, anyways, the first thing that I like to look at is, since the night before, I click on where it says, wait a minute, Sharp Line Monitor. And what this tells you is that it ran yesterday at June 2nd at 9:30. So the first thing that it does, it goes out, it grabs the numbers from Pinnacle, and it grabs the opening line. Okay, then the last update, this is very important because then you'll see where the line is shifting to. So it ran at 9:16 a.m. today. Right now it's 9:29, so it ran about 13 minutes ago. Now the thing that I'm looking at here is very important, is just the opening line versus the current line. And I'm trying to see where the lines shifted to. And so right here you can see the Rays only shifted 1 point. The Twins 3 points or 3 cents. Mariners 3 cents. And look at this big gap right here, which is Philadelphia Phillies. Opened to 179, 194. I was working on this yesterday, and I noticed that something shifted. So I have to go in there and confirm this. But for example, you see when I click on open, it shows me the graph. It says 210 right here, but it should actually say 179. So again, I was moving a lot of stuff around yesterday, so I have to go and see what shifted. So this is actually, it's still a good line move. I already confirmed it before I jumped on this live, but just be careful with these numbers for today. Anyways, this is the biggest line shift of the day, which is the Phillies. That's one of the games I'm going to look at. Boston Red Sox, you can see it shifted 8 points. Cleveland Guardians shifted about, 7 points. Reds shifted 7 points. Braves, that's one of the other games we're going to look at, is 4 points. And then the Braves, again, shifted 2 points. Cardinals, 4 points. Is that 4? 6. Cubs, 5. Pittsburgh Pirates has one of the best pitchers out there right now, is Skeens. He's playing today. That's another game we're going to look at. And then we got the Rockies shifted, 5 points. And then the Dodgers shifted about 4 points. So then we go down here. This is called a Polygorian. And what this does is that it doesn't even look at any of the line shift at all. It just looks at the raw numbers for both teams. And then it breaks it down and it says who should win. It's called the Virgin lines. And this is pretty much what the line makers use. And you can see right here, it says Braves, they should be winning by 1.5. Pittsburgh Pirates should be winning about 1.5. And then the Brewers, the reason this doesn't get resolved is because there was no pitcher information when this ran at 3 in the morning. So all you really need to do is confirm these pitchers for these. And then it says that the line is shifting with the pitching, and it's telling you the leans right here. So 1.5, 1.5. So those are the two plays that come off the Polygorian method. Okay. Now there's 5 or 6 games I'm gonna go through, and we'll go from there. So that's the 2 breakdown games. You can see Marlins are supposed to win Rays are supposed to win. Twins are supposed to win. Seattle, Philadelphia is supposed to win. Boston, Yankees, Atlanta, just like I said, Atlanta, and then Angels and Dodgers. So the ones I'm going to look at first is the Marlins. Where's the Marlins? Here they are. They're supposed to win they're supposed to win. Okay. So right here you can see the projected score is 4.5 compared to 4. There is no verdict yet. The line stuck at 100. There's no line movement yet. 51% chance. I don't like this already. Last 7 games, they on the road, they're 28%. So I'm not liking this. The reason I was liking this so far is Max Mayer. He has a 3.34 ERA, 5 wins, 0 losses. I don't know why this is saying 4-1. It should be 5-0. I guess they attributed 1 loss to him. Compare that to Alvarez, 3 wins, 2 losses, 2.3 ERA. Let's see what else we're looking at. So the reason that this is strong also is that even though these numbers are strong right here, it doesn't show that Alvarez has not started a game in baseball this season. He's been a relief pitcher, and he's only pitched 15 innings. So they attributed the win to him for some reason, but he has not started a game this season. So it's an unproven starter profile versus Miami, Max Mayer. Okay, but to me, that doesn't convince me. It is saying there's a very slight lean and the odds are very low. So you're going to get plus money for this. But if you trust that this guy's not going to come through on the left-handed pitching, then you might want to keep looking at this. Also, the bullpen is not much crazier. You can see Miami does outrank them in the OPS. This is not enough to convince me. You can see it's a D grade. So this is the kind of stuff that I look at and I don't like it. So again, these were not confirmed plays. That's why I'm going through them right now. So the next game I'm going to go through is Philadelphia. Where's Philadelphia? This is one of the stronger ones that I was going to look at. So let's see. It does say the verdict, 33% handle. This is just talking about the money and the percentage of the money and all that stuff. So that's what this is saying. You should be looking at the other side, not Philadelphia. The money line did start like 179, 183. We have to confirm these numbers today. It didn't pull. We did have one of the errors for one of the scrapers, so that's why you don't see the money on the percentage. But I've already done the research, and it is on Philadelphia. So Philadelphia does say at home 33%. I'm not liking this already. Why is this computer freezing? Let's take a look at our notes over here. There's a pitching edge, a massive pitching edge with Sanchez. Wait a minute. Yeah, with Sanchez over here. 6 wins, 2 losses, 1.47 ERA. Compare that to a 4.88 with a 3 wins, 3 losses over here. So this is a strong lean with the pitching advantage for Christopher Sanchez. It's also saying that he's a Cy Young caliber season, which means that he's pitching so strong that he might get the pitching trophy this year. So Buehler, he's going against Buehler over here, 1.34 whip. Sanchez is only allowed. He's only allowed, what is this, 9 home runs? Unhittable power, Buehler. So there's a lot of information here. I'm not going to go through every single one of those, but the line is, like I said, the line is shifted so much that it went over the minus 200. So this is a very strong lean at 8 out of 10. Okay, let's keep going here. Just quick. The one thing I don't like, there's a few things I don't like. You can see they're 30th in OPS versus 29th. So, or sorry, 22nd, which is not good either way. Pitching is overall better. And then you can see the Phillies have a 66% chance in general. And now one of the things also is that it says that Philly should be trailing in the 9th. They have this is crazy. So if you look at this where it says total hits, it's projected that the Padres would only have 4.5 hits, and the odds are saying it's going to go on the under. That's why it's favored on the under at a minus 125. Now you look at the other side, it says under 8.5 is favored for Philadelphia, but that's actually 4 hit. It's a 4-hit advantage for Philadelphia. That's enough to convince me with all the information that I have. So I am going to take Phillies. Okay, next one is the Braves. Let's go into the Braves. Atlanta, you can see projected is already a 4. Atlanta does say confirms 56% chance. Elite bullpen overwhelms Gausman's starting edge because there is an edge on Toronto with Gausman. But this overall bullpen, whenever they relieve the starting pitcher, there's a better bullpen on Atlanta side. So that's what this is saying. Also, the line started at 133. It went to 137. The NRFIs for today, I'm not going to go through them because I'm going through 6 different games, but I do have about 5 plays today in NRFIs. Those are all inside the VIP. All right, so expert insights, you can see 66% chance in their last 18 games when they're at home. So they're strong at home. Actually, it's not even Gausman, it's Corbin. Let's see what this is talking about. Okay, the Corbin was what I was, not Gausman, it was Corbin. So he does have a little bit of an advantage here, but the bullpen is better on Atlanta. Let's see what else we see here. The lineup edge, Atlanta is very dominant. They've got 84 home runs versus 56. Let's see what else we got. We got the at-home advantage, the bullpen advantage, the home run advantage. So what else? Atlanta's top 5 right now in OPS versus Toronto's number 14. So all of this is matching towards Atlanta. And look at just the overall picture. They're a better team. And they're both supposed to get about 7.5 hits, under 7.5 hits. I don't like this where it says they're supposed to be losing the game. I'm going to stay away from this one. 61% chance. Everything was, you know what? I'm going to take it. It's good. It's a higher risk, but I'll take it, especially with them being at home with the OPS and home run advantage. Better bullpen. Let's see what else we can get. 7-2, sharp edge advantage. So this is where the slight advantage comes in for Toronto. So I'm going to take Atlanta. It's cheap enough right now at a 135, roughly 144, something like that, to be able to take this. Let's go to the next one, which is Cardinals and Rangers. This one I'm not going to go through too much. There's no projection. Let's just take a quick glance at it. You can see St. Louis started at a 108 to currently at a 102. I was actually supposed to be looking at Texas, and already I can see a contradiction on St. Louis. So I'm not going to touch it. There's already too many. Before I even started, there's already contradictions. Let's go to Pittsburgh game. 3-3, Pittsburgh money line. Pittsburgh is superior. Better season record, better OBP. Research for Pittsburgh. The model is opposing Pittsburgh, so there is a contradiction there. There's a very slight line move. You can see, so now also you can see the Houston has 59% of the bets, 64% of the money, and the line is still shifting in their favor very slightly. So that's called a reverse line move. You might also want to look on the under, because you got Arrighetti right here, which is one of the better pitchers, and Skeens is one of the best pitchers. So 2 very strong pitchers. I actually took, if you wanted a NRFI, take this one. Pittsburgh and Houston on the under. No run first inning. So that's another play I'll give you guys. And let's keep going here. Let's see what else we got. Skeens is a 2.89 ERA compared to 1.34 ERA. These are very good numbers for both sides. Let's see what else we got. I'm not touching this. I thought Paul Skeens had a bigger advantage, but it doesn't look like it. The only thing maybe, look at this. Pittsburgh is number 3 OBP versus number 28. Let's see. Pitching is better on the bullpen, 50% chance. So this is literally a 50-50 chance. If you guys want to take that, it does say that the Houston should be trailing. Pittsburgh does lead in 10 of the 12 categories overall for all the stats. So 10 of 12. And then the Skeens does have a advantage over the strikeouts. So I don't know. It's questionable, 50-50 chance. I think what I'll do here is I'll skip it. That's what I'll do. I'll skip it. I'm not gonna force anything. And that was it. I thought I had 5 games, but I only had 4. So let's see. Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Miami, and Texas. So I skipped over Texas. That's what it was. Bruce, okay. Let me actually just take a quick look at baseball, and then NRFI report, and I'll just show you this one that I just talked about, which was Pittsburgh, and sorry, my computer's lagging because I have the stock market stuff on the other side. All right, let's see what we got. Where the hell is this thing? Okay, here it goes. So Paul Skeens right here. Paul Skeens, 2.73 FIP, 84, 85, 86, 70. So career, park, season, last 10. He's been amazing. And you got Arrighetti over here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row with no runs on the first inning, 3.99 FIP. In his career, he's 67, 74, 80, and 80. And then you got a weak ass offense on both sides. Look at this, ranked 30th and ranked 28th. So there you go. That's the no run first inning. If you guys want access to this tool, like I said, it's 7 days for free, and you get the Discord also. So check that out. If you're on X, go to YouTube and subscribe over there. It's Beast Sports Picks. All right. Somebody asked me here about the Mets. Let's take a look. I know Seattle's been decent recently, but they didn't come up today. They should be winning right here, projected 3.5 to a 4. There's no projections there. The line did move very slightly in Seattle's favor. It's in agreement with the public, 84% bets, 85% money, 58% chance Seattle wins this. Mets has been in a big-ass slump in their last 12s as underdog. They've only won 8%. That's crazy. You got Peralta. Let me see something here. Give me a second. Mets versus Seattle. All right, so we got ERA is better for Peralta, so they do have one of their better pitchers out there. Kirby's not a bum over here either, though. Let's take a deeper look. Seattle's batting average is better. Runs per game is similar. OBP is better. Seattle's number 4 in OPS, which is on base per plus slugging. Pitching analysis is better. Overall team is better or similar. Coin flip over here. Seattle leads 10 of 12 categories. And yeah, the starters are very close, but the overall batting and pitching in general does seem to be better for Seattle. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think I'll take Seattle. I like this one. Let's see what else we can get here. Kirby. So yeah, there's no advantage on the starting pitching at all, but the overall picture of the team itself does seem to be good. Peralta's 3.55. I'm just reading some notes here. High strikeout arm, but walks a lot of people, and he's giving up home runs. Kirby is so that's Peralta on Mets. And I got to do some more research because Seattle, I know it rains a lot over there. Let's see what the precipitation chance is. 6% chance. Win probability 10. Would you take NRFI on the Mets? Yeah, you might want to look at that. I don't have it in front of me. I already put them in the VIP, but you might want to look at that. It looks strong so far, but let's take a look. I'm going to show you guys something that I haven't shown on this channel at all very quickly. I'm on a demo account right now, but I made almost $900 on the stock market this morning already. And I'll just show you a quick glimpse of that. Actually, I'll take a screenshot and then I'll show you. But let's see. Any hitters? Only one guy came up. It's in the VIP. What the hell was his name? I'll give you his name. It's very expensive though. Let's take a look. The hell was his name? I'm not going to spend too much time looking for him. I forgot his name. There was only one guy that came up. And then I did have 2 under RBIs, no stolen bases, no. That was about it. What the hell was I looking at over here? NRFI for the Mets. Let's take a look. Yeah, you can see Peralta has been on fire. What is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 11 games in a row. 100% hit rate. Kirby's been on fire too. 80% hit rate. Ranked 25th, ranked 11th. So these guys have been hitting 72%. The Mets but they're going against Kirby, which is on fire, and then Seattle shouldn't have a chance against Peralta to get a run in the first inning. So let's see. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I was going to give you the player, but I would have to load up my phone and log in and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that right now. I did have one batter to get a hit. I forgot his name. So we got, let's see what else. All right. Yeah, guys. So that's about it, man. I have one other thing. It's called convergence. So this convergence tool, what this does is that once it looks through all the information that we're liking, it goes out and it goes out and it tries to find the other data to see what aligns with it. So let me give you an example. For the Nationals, the line flipped from underdog to favorite. Win probability is 51%. Obviously, there's nothing else here, so we're going to skip that one. But let me show you one that does pop out, which is the Braves. You got the Braves over here. It does say projected lean. 5 of 6 aligned. What this means, again, is the projected does say that Atlanta's going to win. 61% probability. The deeper research does say that Atlanta's going to win. Insights say that Atlanta's going to win. And the OPS is actually better, just like I showed you. So literally everything I walk through, it's on this right here. And it tells you 5 of 6 things are aligning with Atlanta to win. That's why I had went into this video thinking that Atlanta was strong already. Another play right here is Pittsburgh. You can see Pittsburgh. Why does this say? Anyways, I went through Pittsburgh already. But I'm not going to try to explain this tool right now, but it is another tool that's in here. And then the last one is the sharp plays. So we're going to go into actually the line move tool and then the sharp plays. So the line move tool right here, you can see the Marlins did start at a 1.5. They went from underdog to favorite. Rangers went from underdog to favorite. And that's the reason I had them in my list to research them. Nothing else stood out on those 2 games, so I left it alone. So now the sharp plays, it does say to take a look at Philadelphia and what is this? Philadelphia and Padres on the under, and it does say to take a look at Atlanta on the money line, which again, it's already something that we've already looked at. So let me take a screenshot of this. Let me show you what happened this morning very quickly, and then we'll go from there. Give me a second. Again, this is just a demo account. So let me take a quick look here. I like Shohei Ohtani. Pitching makes it even better. Shohei Ohtani did come up. I skipped him because he was only getting like a 0.255 hit rate or whatever it was. So anyways, let me show you this very quickly. So this is called, profit and loss this morning, $890. And you can see, I'm not going to go through this too much because this is not about betting, but this is something that I've been working on. And I have a lot of information on this already. I've been working on it for weeks. And the person I'm dealing with has been doing it for 10 years. So basically, you're just looking at this graph and then kind of aligning stuff. So you can see these little red arrows is where I hit it on the under, and that's where I made the money. So I hit it right here on the under, and then it went down, and then that's where I made the $900. You can see the little red arrows right there. So anyways, that's something else I might be talking about it, maybe even creating a new channel for this, or maybe just adding it to this channel if you guys are interested. So if you guys are interested, let me know. We'll go from there. So let's see. All right, guys. If you're on Twitter, go to YouTube and go from there. We'll go from there. If you haven't done so, guys, go to the link in the description. Go to the free picks. Make sure you get the free picks. Also, check us out for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. And if you want the tool that I've been looking at, that's the one I built for myself, because what I used to notice is that it would take me hours, like 4 to 5 hours, just to get the information that I needed. Once I had all that information, by the time I was even starting to analyze what the good play was and what, I was already exhausted as hell. So what I did instead is I built my own tool, which is the Sharp Edge, what I just showed you. And I've been dealing with that for about a year and just refining it and putting in all the plays that have been profitable over 5 years. And I've been putting it into the Sharp Edge tool. And that's how I came up with that. And you get 7 days to check that out if you want that. Also, don't snooze on the free picks. It's literally free. If you're on X, go to YouTube or go to the my profile and then click on YouTube right here. It'll ask you to subscribe. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. Wait, last thing I'll say is the plays that I did go with is going to be the Phillies money line, Atlanta money line, Seattle money line. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's have a great day.